What's going on, everyone? Gilman with Wellthy Stocks, back with another Palantir update video where we take a look at how Palantir stock traded today, some key support and resistance levels that we are looking at moving into the future, and based on that, what we think Palantir stock could do. So real quick, if you enjoy videos like this, don't forget to hit that like button down below, subscribe to my channel if you are new, and comment down below what your thoughts on Palantir are, and I'd love to chat with you guys down there. So let me hit record, we will get right into it. So a small green day for Palantir. We're talking 29 cents on the day, up another 5 cents in the after hours, which puts us at a little bit over 1%. Compare that to the NASDAQ. NASDAQ was up about 1.23%. Dow Jones was up 341 points, which is 1.11%. And the S&P was up 1.14%. So compared to all that, right, we did lag the overall market with Palantir, but with the returns that we've kind of seen in the past couple of weeks, with it going to $45, it's, not a bad idea for it to be consolidating for a little bit. So let's take a look at how it traded today. But before we do that, there's something that I really quickly wanted to cover. So Guardian Fund has talked about Palantir, and they talk about the long runway of growth that Palantir has, right? So we're talking about, this fund that had a return of 52%, right, in the year 2020. They're talking about Palantir, and they believe that Palantir's revenues will grow faster than their expenses, right? Which means that they're going to be more profitable over the long term. Their profits and their revenue are not going to grow on a linear fashion. So they talk about, in October, they invested in Palantir, and the reason that they talk about Palantir in such a positive way is because they think that the software that Palantir has helps to structure and capture context in data of large corporations, right? And this is what we've talked about. They're a data analytics firm, right? And their software uses the data in a proprietary manner, right? And so that's something that I think Palantir really has going for it. So they talk about governments realizing that they have some serious data challenges and cyber risks. They can't really attract the software engineers, so they need private enterprise such as Palantir to help them build solid infrastructure. Foundry, which is a software for enterprises, is used by companies to make safer cars and airplanes or to accelerate cancer growth. That's why they think that, there's a long runway of growth ahead. And I think, a lot of people have talked about, hey, look, Palantir has a lot of business right now because of COVID, but this article just mentioned, I think that a lot of those kind of COVID contracts, if you will, assuming Palantir does a good job, should convert to kind of other areas of the government, and they can hopefully continue to keep providing those services. So let's get right into the stock now. We opened near the 32.40s. We made a push towards the 32.86s, briefly breaking above it. But if I zoom in, you see that we were only above that level for a quick minute, came right back down and could not break above it. Same old, pretty much sold off in the open to $31, kind of settled down and then pushed up and then hung out around VWAP. Broke VWAP, tested VWAP, and then came right back down and then pushed up into the close. So, your typical kind of boring second half of the day, sell off in the first half of the day, nothing too crazy to see there. So if you guys have been following me for a while, you know exactly what I'm about to say here. We were studying Palantir stock back here, talking about the breakout that was going to happen based off of the bull pennant, and it did. And we went from the 26s to the low 32s, and then the following couple days, we went all the way to $45. Now, we are coming down from that, obviously, right? That crazy almost doubling of the stock price, like at least 70-80%, right, returns in just a couple days. So now what we're seeing is a little bit of consolidation, and what we see, especially this week, is we see a little bit of a rounding down, right? So if I were to imagine, I'm drawing a line with my mouse here, right? So we come down, down, down. We are starting to curl here, right? So assuming that we start making we start making higher highs, higher lows, we start to curl upward, and then we hopefully see at least a little bit of a run into earnings. Again, that's on 2/16, which is about 12 days away. So 2 weeks from 2 days ago. Not this upcoming Tuesday, but the following Tuesday. So that's what I'm hoping for, right? We're coming down, we started to curl back up, and we are hopefully gonna start to push back up again. Levels of resistance wise, right, if we start to push up, what we have here is this 3280s level, right? And after this 3280s level, we've also got the 8 EMA and the 3265. And that kind of sets us up for a push towards this 3672 level that we have. But realistically, I think we will find some level in between. I'm tempted to say it'll be kind of this low 34s where we see a little bit of resistance as well, but I'm gonna kind of wait until tomorrow to draw that for us. Actually, I'm just gonna draw it right here based on this. Boom. Okay. So the reasoning for that level is support in these two candles and a little bit of rejection kind of here. So, and I think I had a similar line before, I don't know where it went. So again, if we can clear this 8 EMA tomorrow in the 3260s, we push up, you know, break this 3280s, of course. I think those two are kind of paired together. Make a push towards 3420 and then make a push towards 3672, assuming we can clear that. For tomorrow though, what we're really looking for is whether we are actually starting to curl up, right? So you see a lot of red candles here, but you see a little bit of a, think of a parabola, right? Like this, and we've kind of come down and now we are hopefully starting to go back up. So that's what I'm hoping for. That's what I'm monitoring currently. So again, 8 EMA and this line right here in the high 32s, push towards 3420. That'd be amazing for tomorrow. And then next week we can push towards the 36s and the 40s. On the downside, what we have is this 21 EMA that should act as good support, hopefully, with this $30.30 level as well. So we've got the 30.66 in the 21 EMA and then that $30.30 in that level. Again, I'm kind of bumping both of those together. And then we've got the mid 29s as another level. And then we've got the 34 EMA kind of at 2880s, right? So that's what I'm looking at in the downside, right? So the 21 EMA and the 3030s, the mid 29s, and then the 2880s. That's what I'm looking at as levels of support if we start to go down. Again, I do think that, you know, if we can start curling back up, as well as that combined with a little bit of run into earnings, we could see it start to push up here in the next week and stop getting rid of these red candles after that really nice push we had. So continuing to hold my leaps in Palantir, long-term bullish on the company still. Do think we go up from here. Short-term, you know, I do again see another run coming, hopefully, if we can start to curl up and this pattern starts to, you know, kind of play out on the other side of things. So hope you guys found that video helpful. If you did, don't forget to drop a like on the video, subscribe to my channel if you are new, comment down below what your thoughts on Palantir are, and I'd love to chat with you down there. Let's remember to be a bit better every single day, and until next time.